This is a vintage juice glass. I feel the need to drink everything out of it. It's also so small and unreasonable, so I have to keep refilling it. A few years ago, my mom thrifted this Picture Your Pet cross-stitch book. This was published in 2005. Quite a long time it's been in circuit. I really love thrifted cross-stitch books, books that are from early 2000s, 90s, and even 80s sometimes. They have like a very unique style about them. I really appreciate how she gives you different ways to finish your cross stitch. It's just really nice to have physical books to reference. I really appreciate just a book. I know it has no AI, but there's just something really gratifying about a book. Anywho, so I was looking through this book and there is this particular guinea pig in here. And the way that she made the pattern, his hair, because it's a long-haired guinea pig, his hair is like covering one of his eyes. When I saw him, I just thought he looked like a little emo guinea pig. Just thought that was hilarious. So I made that little guinea pig into a little patch for little Otis. Super precious on one of his harnesses. And I did that. I actually have a video posted where I sewed it on his harness and he looks super sweet. However, didn't like it. I do want to show an up close of the patch also. Anyway, this is not my original design. This is Claire Crompton. So thank you, Claire. Because a lot of my designs I do make myself. For instance, this one. Schnoodle Crybaby. But I just wanted to clarify, not this one. Making him into a patch that says emotional, because he's emo, was my idea. But anyhow, so I sewed it onto his harness, and that was good. However, the attachment was not the greatest, and in addition to that, he continuously kept weaseling his little mouth under his harness and like trying to bite it off. He's a menace. I thought, I don't want this to be ruined, so I'm going to take it off. I want to make a brooch, like a little pin. I did that last time with a cross stitch that I had to like take off of a piece of clothing and then make it into a patch. I really like that. It's incredibly sturdy. When I first started applying cross stitch to clothing and different things like that, I would do it on the Aida fabric and then sew it onto a shirt or a harness. And that's okay enough, but I realized not my favorite way. I'm going to take this cross stitch and sew it onto this felt. I have these spikes and I'm going to put them around like as a border. I think they look pretty cute, but we'll see. So I finished attaching. I sewed along the border once close to this edge here, and then I sewed it again even closer to the guinea pig design. Just a normal stitch all the way around, in and out. So now that this guinea pig is secured on the felt, I want to attach these spikes. I'm going to attach those. Oh, it's like hurting my finger. Instead of marking it, I'm going to glue it and press it down, but the spikes are really hurting my fingertip, so I'm going to put a little band-aid pad. So once I mark them, I'm taking my needle, my cross stitch needle, and I'm just putting it in the spot that I marked and just widening it. This process is kind of reminiscent of stretching my ears. Obviously not entirely like that. Memories of like shoving a taper in my ear. You do need a taper. I think I just literally did the taper. I just created a taper through this. That's how you do it. Because I'm like kind of wrenching it open. No, you need something similar to a taper. Starts small, goes bigger. Did I literally not just say this was like stretching ears? The skills carry over. Mhm. I figured out a way to attach these spikes that's even better than the method of holding it in place, making an indent, and then putting the fabric marker underneath. Better technique is to align your spike wherever you want on your fabric, and then with your needle, find the how it like raised it up. So now you're like perfectly in the middle of where you want to put your base so that you can screw your spike in. Whereas before I was kind of guessing and just hoping that it was aligned. This is absolutely precision where the center is, and I already have my needle in there. So then I can just widen it a little bit and then put my tapered scissors through to make the hole even larger. And then put the base in, put the top on, get your little screwdriver, secure it, screw it all together, and there we go. A perfect little spike. I really was confused when I first started balancing and then the glue. I thought it was very chaotic. Way easier and more effective to attach them this way. And I'm just really happy that I got here. All right, it's finished. Looks so cool. Now I'm going to attach these brooch backs. Brooch back? Brooch back mountain. Attaching these backs to this. Just gonna kind of sew it on. My shrimping. Should get really shrimp mode when I'm concentrating. Turned out pretty cute. Middle school emo self would be most proud of this creation.